Hey everyone, so in this video, we're going to be talking about the power rule. So you use the power rule to take the derivative of any kind of polynomial, really. Um, so anything that looks like 3x squared, anything like that. And this is the formula right here. It looks a little complicated, but it's actually pretty simple. It just looks confusing. Um, so first we can look at some derivative rules. So first we have the constant multiple rule, which basically just says that the derivative of 3x squared is the same thing as saying 3 times the derivative of x squared. So basically just taking that multiple out and then putting it back when you're done with the problem. And then these aren't really derivative rules. It's just kind of important to have when you're talking about the power of x. So instead of having square root of x, we have to have it as a power in order to do the power rule. So we change it into that form. And that's pretty much it for the rules. We can just move on to solving the problems. So first we have x cubed, which is just a simple one. You just bring the power down to be 3x and then 3 minus 1. So we have 3x squared. And then for this next one, we do the same thing, but we have that multiple out in the front. So we can do 3 times the derivative of x to the fourth plus the derivative of 7. So we have 3 times the derivative of x to the fourth is going to be, bring the 4 out in front, x, and then 4 minus 1, 3. And then the derivative of any constant is just going to be 0. So we have 12x cubed as our answer for that one. Okay, next we have 2x to the fourth. So we take that 2 out. Another trick, you can multiply this number and this number together. It's pretty much the same thing as what we're doing right now, but this is just breaking it down a little bit more. So 2 times the derivative of x to the fourth minus 1/2 times the derivative of x cubed, and then plus the derivative of x. So we have 2 times the derivative of x to the fourth. We bring that 4 down, and then we bring the x back and do 4 minus 1, which is 3, minus 1/2 times the derivative of x cubed, bring the 3, x, 3 minus 1, 2, and then plus the derivative of x is just 1. And then we can just clean it up a little bit. We have 8x cubed minus 3/2 x squared, and then plus 1. Okay, and then we can look at this one now. So this is one of the ones where you have to change the form because we don't really see this as just a power. I mean, we have the 2 right here, but it's not really in a form that we can take the derivative of yet. So when I do these, I like to think back to what I know, that square root of x is x to the 1/2. And I compare that to what I'm given. So this is like that. So cube root of x squared is going to be x to the 2/3. Okay, and now we take the power rule for that one. So the derivative is going to be, bring the 2/3 in front, x, and then 2/3 minus 1, which is 3/3, is going to be negative 1/3. And you can change it into the other form, but I'll just keep it like that for now. Okay, next we have this one where we also don't really see the direct what the power is going to be. So this is also going to be the same thing as 3x to the negative second power. So anytime an x squared is in the bottom of a fraction, or x to any power, that just means that the power is going to be negative. So when we take the power rule for this, we just do the same thing. We take the 3 out, and then we do times the derivative of x to the negative 2. So this one, it looks trickier, but you just bring the negative down with it. So the derivative of x to the negative 2 is just going to be negative 2x to the minus third because you're subtracting 1. And then you can put it back in a form that's better. So you would have 3 times the negative 2 and then x cubed on the bottom. And the negative goes away because it's in the bottom now. Okay, for this last one we have this, and this is just to show that it's just a constant really. So any number, it's just going to be the same. So it can take negative pi and then times the derivative of x to the 4th. So negative pi, and then the derivative of x to the 4th is going to be 4x cubed. So we just have negative 4 pi x cubed as our answer. So the power rule is pretty simple. It's one of the first things you learn. You just got to remember how to do it because it'll come up for the rest of your calculus. So that's it.